Hello everyone, this is Siddharth, and in this video we will be solving another question from the list that I have shared in the starting of this playlist. So if you don't know, we are making a playlist on my YouTube channel where I will be solving all those questions which are related to each other, so that we can able to uh, we can able to uh, made patterns instead of memorizing the question, so that we can able to solve the question which are related to these concepts intuitively in the contest as well as in the interview as well. So, and I will highly suggest that you can, like I have already completed the two pointer approach of the both kind, where one pointer is fast, one pointer is slow, and the another one is both pointer will be moving at the same speed. And currently we are on sliding window approach and the caterpillar approach. So, and in that approach also we have almost solved 6 to 7 questions. This is I think eighth question from that one. And, what I will do, and I have already made the documentation on my GitHub account. So what I will do, I will uh, give you the link of that question which is just related to this, which is I think the second last video. So where you can, like, if you try to solve that question, then you can able to generate intuition for this question as well. So in that way you can like get the idea of both of these questions and you will not forget about them. So let's start solving this question as well, where we have given a linked list, and this linked list is containing the duplicates element in the node that we want to remove. Now what we have to do, uh, we have to arrange the original linked list in such a manner so that we can able to skip all those duplicate elements from that linked list and return the head of the linked list, which will be containing the only unique elements from the original linked list. That's what we have to do. Now what we can do to solve this, let's see. Obviously we will be using the sliding window approach or the caterpillar approach. So what we can do, first we can start from the head of the linked list. Now we will move until to the right side of the linked list until we find the another unique element. Then what we can do, we can made our previous pointer to point to the this pointer, and current pointer will be pointing to the next pointer. So it, if you will try to see this motion, this will look like this and then this. So this is what we have to do. So let's see, let's take an linked list as an example. That is, one is pointing to one, then this one is pointing to another one, then this is pointing to two, then this is pointing to three. So let's take up to here so that like you can understand from this example only. So first what we can do, we can make a dummy pointer which is pointing to the zero, which is containing the data 0, and it will be occupying some memory in the stack. Now what we can do, we have given the head of the linked list. Now we can make a previous pointer that will be pointing to this dummy, and current pointer that will be pointing to the head of the linked list. Now if you will see, this problem will be same as the previous question, where we have given an array instead of linked list, which array is containing the duplicates element as well, and we have to return the unique element only in the starting of the array. So now if you will try to resemble, this previous will be resembling the left pointer and this current is resembling the right pointer. Now what we can do, we will move our current pointer until and unless we will check if the current dot next value does not equals to its previous value. So if this is the case, then what we can do, we will move our previous pointer, that is which is pointing to 0. We will make it to point, this 0 will be pointing directly to 1 here. So previous dot next will be pointing to the current element, and current we will move it to the next element. So now the situation will look like this: previous is pointing to 1 and then current is pointing to this element. Now if you will try to see, we will again skip it up to here as the next value is not same. Now again we will move a pointer previous dot next to this. So, and we will move our current pointer to here, and then we will point this current pointer, sorry, previous dot next to this 3. So if you will see, like, now we will be returning dummy dot next, that will going to be previous. So dummy dot next is pointing to 0, and dummy dot next will be pointing to here. That will going to be the new head of the linked list. So the linked list will look like this: 1 is pointing to 2, then 2 is pointing to 3. So it will look like 1, 2 and 3. So this is the desired result that we want. So let's try to solve this question as well. So first, what we have to do here, first we have to make an dummy node, that is list node dummy, and it will going to be new list node, and we will be passing 0 so that it will initialize with the data as 0, and it will occupy some memory. And then we can make two nodes, that is list node current, and it will be pointing to the head of our original linked list, and then uh, list node previous. So previous is pointing to dummy, so previous is pointing to dummy, and then dummy is pointing to the list node. So what we can do now, we can use a while loop. While this current element does not will become equals to null, if this is the case, then we have to check for the another condition as well, that is uh, if the current dot next does not equals to null, and another condition will going to be that condition where we have to check if the current dot next, sorry, current dot well is equals to current dot next dot well. So what it is, using this condition, what we are doing, we are just skipping the current duplicate element. So for that we have to find the duplicate element as well, that is duplicate well is equals to current dot well. Now we just have to skip it, so we can use a while loop. While current dot next, sorry, current does not equals to null, if this is the case, then what it is specifying that the current, we have to run this loop until the current will become equals to null. Now we just have to move our current pointer, that is current is equals to current dot next. So what it does, it will move our if we will talk about this linked list, then it will be pointing to this one, that is this one. Okay, so current is equals to current dot next, so that we can able to skip all those elements, that is this, we will able to move up to this element, because sorry, this element, because the current dot next does not equals to its previous value. Now just what we have to do after doing this, after pointing current is equals to current dot next, now we can move our previous pointer, that is pointing to dummy, that is previous dot next will be pointing to the current value, that is previous dot next will going to be the current value. Now if in the else part, what we have to do, we have to move our previous pointer, that is previous will be pointing to current, and then current will be pointing to current will going to be current dot next, and then in the last we just have to return this dummy dot next value, which will going to be the new head. So this is what we have to do here. Now we can try to run this and see whether there is some issue. Okay, sorry for this. So here what is the issue, current is equals to current dot next, so this will going to be this. So there is some issue. So guys, so the issue is we haven't point a dummy pointer, that is dummy dot next will be pointing to the head of the linked list, that will going to be, that is this 0 will be pointing to here as well. We have to point this to 1 as well, so that previous dot after this previous value will point to this 0, then we can set our previous dot next to the 2 value. Oh sorry, the previous dot next, which is pointing to this, we can set it to the value of 1. That's what we have to do. If you will not get it, that is 0, so currently our dummy will be pointing to this, and dummy dot next is pointing to the head of our linked list, and previous is pointing to dummy. Now what we have to do, as we are doing previous dot next to current after we will encountering the different element, then using that we will be pointing previous is this, so previous dot next will going to be the that element. After that we will be encountering the unique element, so that will going to be previous dot next will going to be this. So and dummy dot next is this. So after pointing this previous dot next to 1, So it will look like 1, then we will point it to 2, then we will point it to 3, and we are returning this dummy dot next. So we have made this dummy so that we can able to keep track of the head of the new linked list. That's why. So this will like do that. And here also we haven't checked for the another condition, that is the current dot val should be equals to the duplicate val. That's why we have calculated it. So now we can try to run this, and this will going to be current does not equals to null, and current dot val is equals to, we have to use 2 operator instead of 1. That's why the issue is there. Okay, so we have successfully like accept all the case have been accepted. Now we can submit it. So all the test case have been processed. So we have successfully solved this question. So thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.